The digital world, a realm of limitless potential, also harbors hidden threats. Hackers. Often seen as digital phantoms, their motives range from greed to chaos. But not all hackers fit this sinister mold. Some work to protect us. Enter the ethical hacker. These digital guardians use their skills for good, identifying and neutralizing threats. They operate with a code of ethics, often behind the scenes. Their impact is undeniable, safeguarding our digital lives. The line between ethical and malicious hacking can be blurry. Ethical hackers navigate complex laws and ethical considerations. They use the same tools as malicious actors but aim to protect. This requires a deep understanding of the dark side of the digital world. Ethical hacking is about finding system cracks before the wrong people do. They probe networks and systems, searching for weaknesses. This requires thinking like malicious hackers, but with a strong moral compass. Ethical hackers are the guardians of our digital realm. Ethical hackers use diverse tools to combat threats. Network scanning, vulnerability scanners, and social engineering simulations are just a few. Their most powerful tool is their mind, blending technical expertise with problem-solving skills. They are digital detectives uncovering hidden vulnerabilities. Ethical hacking exists in a world of gray areas. Permission and potential harm are significant ethical dilemmas. Ethical hackers must minimize risks and navigate complex laws. Their work requires a strong moral compass and a commitment to good. To understand ethical hacking, we must delve into the hacker's mind. Some are driven by intellectual challenge, others by curiosity. But there's a darker side, where the allure of power can lead to unethical actions. Ethical hackers must resist this temptation. Ethical hacking is a game of cat and mouse with malicious actors. They must anticipate moves, blend in, and search for weaknesses. This requires a delicate balance between curiosity and ethical principles. The thrill of the hunt must be wielded responsibly. The ethics of hacking are complex and subjective. Some argue that any hacking is unethical, while others see it as essential for protection. Ethical hacking exists in a moral gray area. The debate on its ethical implications will continue. Ethical hackers walk a tightrope between protection and temptation. History shows many who strayed from the path, like Gary McKinnon and Adrian Lamo. Their stories highlight the fine line between ethical hacking and criminal activity. The ethical hacker's moral compass is constantly tested. The allure of the dark side is powerful, even for ethical hackers. They must resist the temptation of financial rewards and power. Bug bounty programs can create a gray market for vulnerabilities. Ethical hackers must maintain their moral compass in a world of blurred lines. Guardians or vigilantes? The ethics of exposure. Ethical hackers face a dilemma. When is it justified to expose a vulnerability without permission? This sparks heated debate within the cybersecurity community. Responsible disclosure is best practice, allowing organizations to address issues quietly. But sometimes responsible disclosure isn't effective. Public disclosure can force action but has risks, like alerting malicious actors. Ethical hackers must weigh risks and benefits guided by their moral compass. Section 4. The high stakes of cyber warfare, a battle fought in the shadows. The digital world has become a battleground. Nation-states engage in covert cyber operations, deploying sophisticated malware and exploiting vulnerabilities. Ethical hackers find themselves on the front lines. Governments recruit skilled hackers to bolster their cyber capabilities. These individuals develop cyber weapons and conduct surveillance operations. The ethical implications of cyber warfare are complex. The line between espionage and sabotage can be blurry. Cyber attacks can disrupt critical infrastructure and economies. Ethical hackers face unique challenges. They must reconcile their moral compass with national security objectives. Their work has far-reaching implications for global stability. The digital world is expanding at an alarming rate, and with it, the threat landscape is evolving faster than ever before. Every connected device, every line of code, every piece of data represents a potential vulnerability, a point of entry for malicious actors seeking to exploit, disrupt, or destroy. The rise of the Internet of Things, or IoT, has created billions of new entry points for hackers, from smart refrigerators and connected cars to industrial control systems and critical infrastructure. The attack surface has expanded exponentially, creating unprecedented opportunities for cybercriminals and nation-state actors alike. Ransomware attacks, where hackers hold data hostage for a hefty ransom, have become a global epidemic, crippling businesses, hospitals, and even government agencies. Data breaches, where sensitive personal and financial information is stolen and sold on the dark web, are now commonplace, eroding trust in online platforms and institutions. The methods used by cybercriminals are becoming increasingly sophisticated, employing advanced malware, artificial intelligence, and social engineering techniques to bypass traditional security measures and infiltrate even the most secure networks. The demand for skilled cybersecurity professionals, particularly ethical hackers, has never been higher. As cyber threats become more sophisticated and pervasive, organizations across all industries are scrambling to bolster their defenses, creating a lucrative career path for those with the right skills and mindset. Governments, intelligence agencies, and militaries are actively recruiting ethical hackers to join their ranks, recognizing the critical role these individuals play in national security. Tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are offering top dollar for cybersecurity talent, investing heavily in bug bounty programs and internal security teams. Even traditional industries like finance, healthcare, and energy are realizing the importance of cybersecurity, creating new job opportunities for ethical hackers in a wide range of sectors. Universities and training institutions are struggling to keep up with the demand, offering specialized cybersecurity degrees and certifications to meet the growing need for qualified professionals. The financial rewards for ethical hackers can be substantial. Experienced penetration testers and security consultants can command six-figure salaries, while bug bounty hunters can earn significant bonuses for uncovering critical vulnerabilities. The ethical hacker holds a unique position in society. They are entrusted with access and knowledge that could be used for both good and evil. We rely on their skills to protect our data and privacy. Yet, the potential for abuse is undeniable. How do we ensure ethical hackers remain ethical? Who watches the watchers? The Making of a Guardian, a journey of skill and morality. The path to becoming an ethical hacker is not for the faint of heart. It demands a unique blend of technical prowess, unwavering dedication, and an unyielding moral compass. It's a journey that tests not only one's intellectual limits but also their ethical boundaries, forging individuals into guardians of the digital realm. The journey often begins with a spark of curiosity, a fascination with the inner workings of technology. Aspiring ethical hackers are drawn to the challenge of understanding complex systems, of unraveling the mysteries of code, of finding vulnerabilities that others overlook. This initial curiosity is nurtured through countless hours of self-study, experimentation, and practice. Ethical hackers are voracious learners, constantly seeking out new knowledge and skills, staying ahead of the curve in an ever-evolving digital landscape. They immerse themselves in programming languages, network protocols, and operating systems, becoming fluent in the language of computers. Formal education and certifications can provide a structured path to developing these skills, but the true mark of an ethical hacker is their insatiable thirst for knowledge and their willingness to go above and beyond traditional learning methods. The ethical hacker's dilemma, a constant balancing act. The ethical hacker walks a tightrope, constantly balancing their technical skills with their moral compass. They operate in a world of gray areas where the line between right and wrong can be blurry, and the potential for misuse of their knowledge is ever present. Every vulnerability they uncover, every system they penetrate, presents a moral dilemma. They must constantly ask themselves, am I using my skills for good, Am I respecting the privacy and security of others? Am I operating within the bounds of the law and my own ethical principles? The temptation to stray from the ethical path can be strong. The allure of financial gain, the thrill of notoriety, the desire to expose wrongdoing, these are all powerful forces that can lead even the most well-intentioned individuals astray. Ethical hackers must develop a strong code of ethics, a set of guiding principles that will help them navigate the murky waters of the digital world. They must be willing to hold themselves accountable for their actions, to seek guidance from mentors and peers, and to constantly question their own motivations. Section 3. The Future of Ethical Hacking, a World of Uncertainties. The digital world is in a state of constant flux, evolving at an unprecedented pace. As technology advances, so too do the threats we face. The future of ethical hacking is inextricably linked to this evolution, presenting both exciting opportunities and daunting challenges. The rise of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and quantum computing will fundamentally transform the digital landscape, creating new attack vectors and defensive capabilities. Ethical hackers will need to adapt quickly, developing new skills and strategies to stay ahead of the curve. The increasing interconnectedness of our world, through the Internet of Things and 5G networks, will create billions of new endpoints for cyber attacks, expanding the attack surface exponentially. Ethical hackers will play a critical role in securing these interconnected systems, ensuring the safety and reliability of critical infrastructure, healthcare systems, and other essential services. As the line between the physical and digital worlds continues to blur, the potential consequences of cyber attacks will become increasingly severe. Ethical hackers will be on the front lines of this new battlefield, defending against cyber terrorism, cyber warfare, and other forms of digital disruption. Section 1. Reflections in the Digital Mirror. Who are we in this code? The journey into the world of ethical hacking is a descent into our own reflection. It forces us to confront the duality of innovation, the fine line between progress and peril that runs through the heart of the digital age. As we've ventured into the minds of those who walk this tightrope, we've glimpsed the shadows lurking within the code, the ever-present potential for good to be twisted, for knowledge to become a weapon. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, a glimmer of hope persists. The ethical hacker, armed with a unique blend of technical mastery and moral fortitude, stands as a bulwark against the encroaching darkness. They are the digital detectives, the silent guardians, tirelessly working to secure the fragile fabric of our interconnected world. But their struggle is also a reflection of our own. In a world increasingly reliant on technology, where our lives are intricately intertwined with the digital realm, the battle for cybersecurity is not theirs alone to fight. It's a responsibility we all share, a collective obligation to be vigilant, informed, and engaged in protecting the digital commons. Section 2, The Unseen Guardians, a Silent Oath in a World of Noise. The work of ethical hackers often goes unnoticed, their victories celebrated in hushed tones within the confines of boardrooms and government agencies. They are the silent guardians, their oath whispered in the dead of night, a pledge to safeguard our digital lives from threats both seen and unseen. Their battleground is the ethereal realm of cyberspace, a constantly shifting landscape of code, data streams, and interconnected networks. Their weapons are not guns and bombs, but lines of code, algorithms, and a deep understanding of the vulnerabilities that plague our digital infrastructure. They are the digital first responders, rushing to the scene of a data breach, patching vulnerabilities and mitigating damage before it spreads. They are the architects of digital defenses, building firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and other security measures to keep malicious actors at bay. And perhaps most importantly, they are the conscience of the digital age, reminding us that with great power comes great responsibility, that the technologies we create must be used for good, not for harm. Trust, vigilance, and the future of the web. The choices we make today will determine the fate of the digital world for generations to come. Will we embrace technology while mitigating its risks? Will we prioritize cybersecurity and invest in safeguarding our digital future? The answer lies in our hands. We must demand transparency and accountability from tech companies and government agencies, educate ourselves, adopt safe browsing habits, and protect our personal information. Support and empower ethical hackers, our digital guardians. The future of the web is up to us.